Imagine two friends, Aiden and Lucas. Both went to the same college, got similar jobs, and earned almost the same salary. But here's the twist. 10 years later, Aiden's net worth crossed $2.5 million, while Lucas is still living paycheck to paycheck. Same income, same opportunities, yet one became financially free and the other trapped in financial stress. So, what really happened in between? It wasn't luck. It wasn't inheritance. It was invisible habits. Small, boring decisions that quietly compound wealth year after year while most people don't even notice they exist. Why do the rich get richer even when they sleep? What if you're unknowingly doing the exact opposite of what keeps the 1% wealthy? In this video, I'm breaking down 8 invisible habits the 1% use to quietly grow richer every single year. Habits that don't demand genius IQ or billionaire connections, but discipline, awareness, and long-term vision. If you're serious about building wealth and breaking free from money problems, hit that subscribe button. We've got powerful content lined up to fuel your journey. Habit number 1. Habit of automated asset accumulation. Imagine waking up each morning and your equity portfolio is quietly growing, not because you check it every hour, but because you set up systems. The ultra-wealthy build habits around automated asset acquisition, automatic transfers into dividend stocks, index funds, ETFs, and alternative asset classes without requiring day-by-day decisions. This isn't about reacting to market noise. It's about designing your portfolio for compound interest, capital appreciation, and passive income from stocks. When you delegate asset accumulation, you bypass emotional investing, market timing traps, and the "I'll do it later" mindset. The worst percent treat their investment timeline like a geometric progression, not a linear process. In your daily life, ask, does my cash flow automatically feed my investment account the moment it hits my checking account? If the answer is no, you have a gap. Set up an automatic transfer. As your portfolio grows, you refine allocation, maybe adding hedge funds, REITs, private equity, or covered calls. But the automation remains. The worst percent aren't active all-day trading. They're building systems that make their money work while they don't. Adopt this invisible habit and let compound interest, asset allocation, and systematic investing work for you. Habit number 2. Habit of deep read and synthesis. Every morning, here's something few discuss. The ultra-wealthy carve out 30-60 minutes every morning to consume high-quality content. Industry reports, financial statements, macroeconomic trends, hedge fund letters, IPO prospectuses, real estate cycle research. They don't just read news headlines, they synthesize knowledge into action. 1% schedule intentional learning. They build frameworks, ask, what's the edge in this trend? How will this influence my asset allocation? You could spend 20 minutes reading about climate tech IPOs, then ask how that impacts your thematic ETFs or growth stocks portfolio. This habit matters because knowledge is the multiplier on capital. Most people think investing is just buying stocks, but the ultra-wealthy know investing is equal to capital plus knowledge plus timing plus patience. You can apply this habit by dedicating a fixed morning slot. No phone scrolls, no distractions, just focused reading and reflection. Over a year, those daily 30 to 60 minutes compound into dozens of significant moves, creating alpha beyond what standard index investors get. Habit number 3. Habit of living below the invisible line. The wealthiest individuals don't broadcast luxury. They quietly maintain living costs well below what their income or portfolio could support, thereby freeing up more capital for investing. This invisible line is the gap between your earnings, or investment returns, and your lifestyle. The 1% know the true power lies in the gap they control. You can apply this habit by consciously tracking your lifestyle inflation. Ask, if my dividend income or passive income from stocks doubled tomorrow, would I increase my spending or use that to buy more assets? If the answer is spending, you're trapped in lifestyle inflation. Instead, commit to a rule. Increase asset contributions first, lifestyle second. Use multi-bucket system, 50% assets, 30% base living, 20% optional lifestyle. Automate transfers so your investing gets priority. You're not denying yourself. You're choosing freedom. Habit number 4. Habit of monthly portfolio. Review and tactical rebalancing. The top 1% don't buy an ETF or dividend stock and forget it for 30 years without review. They ask, Does my risk profile still match? Have market vols shifted? Should I trim growth stocks and raise defensive stocks? This isn't day trading. It's disciplined tactical rebalancing within a strategic framework. They treat portfolios like a dynamic machine needing calibration. In real life, you can adopt this by scheduling a 1-hour slot each month. Open your statements, map out current weights, compare to your target. Studies show portfolios that rebalance rationally outperform those held passively by avoiding big drawdowns and capturing valuations. Monthly portfolio review isn't about micromanaging every stock. It's about maintaining architecture, ensuring you capture upside, control risk, and long-term growth. Make it a non-negotiable appointment. Your future self and your portfolio thank you. Habit number 5. Habit of strategic networking with value creators. The ultra-wealthy habitually cultivate relationships not just for social status, but for access to deal flow early investment opportunities. They attend industry conferences, join mastermind groups, engage with founders, speak with fund managers, and explore co-investment opportunities. In your own life, you might view networking as socializing. Change that mindset. Ask yourself, could this person open an investment door for me? You don't need a 5-star lifestyle. You need strategic connection. The habit matters because the best opportunities are often off-market and invisible to the average investor. The quotes from best-selling books tell us, your network is your net worth. When you integrate networking into your weekly calendar, one lunch, one coffee, one mastermind call, you gradually build a circle that amplifies your capital, your portfolio, your deal flow, and your passive income potential. Shift networking from a random social event to a deliberate habit of expanding your investment ecosystem. Habit number 6. Habit of leveraging time batching for productivity. Wealthy individuals treat time like capital. They batch routine tasks, block calendar slots for deep work, automate admin, outsource non-core activities, and protect their capital hours. This habit frees mental bandwidth to focus on building income streams, evaluating equities, exploring alternative assets, and creating passive income engines. In practice, you might batch Monday morning reads, Tuesday deal flow calls, Wednesday portfolio review, Thursday networking outreach, Friday strategy reflection. You avoid constant interruptions so you can think long-term. The rich know that productivity compounding is just like capital compounding. The more high-value time you free up, the more you can grow your wealth machine. Treat your time budget like your financial budget. If you spend hours on low-value tasks, you're slowing your equity growth, your dividend income engine, your hedge fund access. Instead, dedicate your prime hours to tasks with the highest return on time. Number 7. Habit of multi-channel income streams and asset diversity. The wealthy don't rely on a single paycheck or one asset class. They build income streams. This habit matters because wealth accumulation isn't just about one trend. It's about systems of multiple engines. When one engine falters, the others keep rolling, providing stability, reducing stress, keeping your portfolio's asset allocation intact. Map out your income streams. Pick one extra channel each year. Maybe you invest $10,000 in a dividend stock portfolio next quarter, then $15,000 in a real estate syndication next year. Prioritize asset diversity along with income diversity so you're not fully correlated to one source, job, or market. This invisible habit creates a fabric of wealth engines working behind the scenes, accelerating your financial freedom journey. Number 8. Habit of annual capex for future growth, not just consumption. The wealthy allocate a portion of their capital not for consumption, but for future growth capex. Investing in education, high-performing business systems, real estate development, business units, or technology upgrades. Understanding these are assets like dividend stocks or capital appreciation equity. Rather than spending $50,000 on a luxury car, they might spend that on a mechanized manufacturing unit, or on a business acquisition, or on building a passive income machine producing cash flow. In personal finance terms, they treat their lifestyle upgrades as incremental only when capital growth engines are funded. In your life, ask, is this expense going to cost me money or make me money? If it's not making money, it's consumption. When you allocate funds, label each expense either consumption or growth investment. Aim to grow the growth investment line every year. I know that success comes from consistent learning. If this video gave you new insights, like it, share it, and subscribe to continue building wealth with me. If that sparked your interest, the next video will blow your mind. See you inside.